Hey, my name is Ivy, and we're not going to talk about the fact that my nails look like crap, and the focus is going to go in and out on this video. Instead, I'm going to tell you about what I'm doing with my brows. So right now, I just brushed out my brows with a spoolie, and I'm using the Glossier Brow Flick in black, super hyper speed. I'm very fast when I do this, to fill in my brows. Yeah, I thought I'd speed through this process because it does take me a little while to fill them in, although I'm pretty quick at it now actually with this tool. I love the Glossier Brow Flick. It is my brow tool of choice. I kind of just use it over and over again. And it works for me to fill in my very sparse brows. I'm also using the M Cosmetics Brow Cream in Espresso now to just set them. Any old brow gel will do. Really doesn't matter which one you use, but I like that one. This is a fave product of mine that I've been using for a while now. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Salicylic Acid Acne Fighting Putty, and as you can see, I am slathering it onto my face because it feels so good to use. I can't even explain it. It's just like the best part of my day is slathering my face in this green cream. It feels like a very nice kind of thicker moisturizer, but ultimately goes onto my face very smoothly, has like a nice satin finish. And yeah, I like the way it feels. Hopefully it's helping any kind of spots that I have. As you can see, I have some right now. I'm just patting it into my face. So this is the Tower 28 Tinted SPF. I really have been enjoying this a lot, actually. It is very glowy and it is buildable coverage, but I would say, you know, it's for the no makeup days, or if you're gonna do what I'm doing, I'm using it and then I'm gonna go in with like a little bit of a thicker concealer to help me cover those areas. But I truly love the finish on this. It feels so nice to apply. It's very smoothing. They have a great color range. Obviously, I love that it has SPF in it. I just love products with SPF, and I've been enjoying it. I think it's a great tinted SPF to use, and I think Tower 28 really nailed it. So this is the Rare Beauty Concealer. I kind of revisited this after not using it for a while, and just because it's like a thicker formula, I feel like I can, you know, when I do have more higher coverage days and I don't want to do a thicker foundation on my face, I tend to just lean for a slightly thicker concealer, and so this one really works. I like how it sets on my face. I haven't had problems with feeling that it, you know, sets in creases or anything. I feel like it applies really nicely. I am still struggling to find my exact shade. I'd say this one's actually pretty close. I'll put the shade in the description box, but it's not perfect. As you can see, it's probably a little light and it's a little yellow, but I'm gonna make it work. So I'm just pressing it into my face, and I use the Rare Beauty concealer brush to apply that. Although some days I'll use a sponge. Really, you know, there's a million ways to apply it. I'm just enjoying using the little corner brush. Now I'm going in with bronzer, so I'm keeping the putty theme going, and I love this bronzer. It's the e.l.f. Cosmetics Putty Bronzer in Tan Lines, I think is what it's called. It is, for me, who is fairly pale, a great everyday bronzer shade. And I usually go in pretty light. I don't like do a heavy hand. It's just to give my face a little bit of warmth after I've kind of paled it out with whatever concealer or base that I've put on. And I have been also really loving using it with this very kind of thick foundation brush. I think it's from Sephora. That just kind of blends it effortlessly into the skin. For me, it just is the perfect kind of sun-kissed bronzy look without being over the top. Oh look, here, I'm being pensive. How cute. So you can find me on Instagram constantly raving about Phytosurgence. They're the wonderful Canadian brand that does both amazing skincare and beauty products. I am obsessed with all their products. I'm using 2 products from them in this tutorial. So this is the first, which is one of their Flash Florescence cream shadows in Wild Oak. I'm using it as a shadow base, but you could easily just use it as your whole eyeshadow look. They have a range of beautiful earthy shades. They also have some beautiful kind of sparkly natural color toppers that I have one called Orchid Overload. But I just love the effect of these. They're so effortless to apply. They give you really beautiful, easy to use, fast impact on the eyes. You can use them with a finger like I was just doing to kind of lay down the initial color, and then I'm going in with a brush to kind of densen up the color in the middle of my lid, but also blend out the edges and kind of soften it. So I laid down the color as a base, and I'm about to go in and do a little bit of a brown liner. I have a million different options that I like to go for when I'm doing like a generic kind of brown pencil liner. And day to day, I kind of switch up my everyday makeup between pencil and liquid liner, but I usually always have something to give my eye a little bit more definition. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Dimensional Dark Brown. I also love the 1999 pencil in Barna. I think that's a beautiful brown pencil as well. I mean, there's literally any brown pencil will do. I just think that the formula of these artist pencils are so good and so easy to kind of, blend out. Like you see, I'm using a nail to kind of extend out the wing here instead of doing like a very big wing. And because of the formula and the texture, it's really easy to do that with these pencils. So I'm just softly lining my lower lash line with the pencil to give myself a little bit of definition down there, but I'm blending it out with my finger so that it's extremely soft. I don't want it to be too defined. I want it to be really diffused. So again, great formula for that. So this is my new friend. This is Moondust by Urban Decay. I was turned on to this by Amanda Z on YouTube, and it is such a beautiful, sparkly topper shade. I think it really does, as she noted, give you a kind of a wet look on the eyes. It's just a gorgeous duochrome kind of taupe. And I feel like over the base that I have with the Wild Oak, it fits super, super well. So it gives you kind of a nice bit of sparkle, a little bit of something something with that duochrome effect, but it's not like, oh my God, I'm wearing, hyper crazy sparkly eyeshadow. It's way more subtle than that. And I like how it kind of shifts in color when you move your head. It's just a really, really nice shade, and the formula is great. So curling my lashes, I use the Surratt eyelash curler. It works for me. And I have also been using this mascara consistently for a while now since it came out. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Lash It Loud mascara. I've also tried their Big Bad mascara, which is another newish launch from them. Both are good, and both kind of have a different impact. As the names would imply, the Big Bad is kind of a little bit more thick and slightly more clumpy, a little more dramatic. I prefer the definition that I get from this wand, and I just think that it's a great everyday mascara. I've gone through probably 3 tubes already, and I will be repurchasing it again. And I do find that e.l.f. Cosmetics is just great for so many everyday staples. So this is my favorite part. Also check out how dirty my hand is from all the swatches. So this is the Phytosurgence Skin Spark Blush Balm in Inferno. Again, all their products are wonderful. I love their blushes. I went a little heavy this time. Sometimes I go with a lighter hand, but I am using their, what I call magic brush, their SkyFluff brush to blend in the blush, it was designed to work specifically with their blushes. They have another brush that's designed to work with their highlighters. It is just an amazing brush. I don't know how to explain it. I never thought I would love a brush so much, but it really does give you kind of a very airbrushed effect with very little effort. It's just, they work so perfectly together. So even now you can see, like, I thought I applied a lot, but look how seamlessly it blends out. Like, it just looks so good. So I'm also going to go in with an everyday kind of favorite of mine, especially in winter. I love matte shades. This is the Sunny's Face Lip Dip in Girl Crush. I have so many shades of the lip dip because it is absolutely one of my favorite formulas. It's just creamy, it sets matte, it doesn't dry out, it stains nicely, so when it does start to wear off, I still feel like I have a great kind of staining impact. And to me, they are just the perfect matte lip. I go back to them over and over and over again, and every time I try something new, I always go back to the lip dips because they just are my tried and true favorite matte lip product. Sometimes I line my lips if I want sort of like a bigger lip impact. I'm gonna be honest, most days I don't have time and I don't really care to line my lips, so I don't bother with it, but you know, you do whatever you want to do. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed following along for this look. Again, my first YouTube video, cut me a little slack. It's just trying stuff out, but I'm excited to share more with you guys, and thanks for watching.